This right here is the Sakk Attach, which is the better alternative to an easy rig. In this video, I'll be doing an overview of the Sakk Attach, talking about some of the advantages and disadvantages that a product like this has compared to an easy rig. A quick disclaimer, Sakk did send me out this product to check out and review for you guys here on this channel. They are not paying me, nor do they get to see this video before I upload it. So these are gonna be my honest and truthful thoughts, since I was considering buying this product with my own money. Now, before diving into the Sakk Attach, I do want to touch a point on the OG Sakk and talk about some of the reasons why you might just pick up this instead of the Sakk Attach, because I do think they serve kind of different purposes, which I'll touch point on later in this video. So the OG Sakk does have these padded dividers, so it's just one strap that goes over your body. It does have carabiner clips that you can screw on and lock in, but they're just quick clamp on to put on. There's Velcro patches on both sides, but this is a much more quicker system to kind of take on and off your body and then readjust the heights and different things. Is a lot quicker using something like this. Now meet the Sakk Attach. This, I would say, is Sakk's attempt at murder. Not really, of course, but to have a easy rig competitor that's not nearly as expensive. Now, there is budget easy rigs out there that are around $400 to $800, but typically it is on the price point of $800 to upwards of $4,000 to get some type of easy rig solution. This is where the Sakk Attach is coming in at $240 to $250. Let's start off with some of the features of the Sakk Attach. Starting off with the vest itself, there is a hard plastic thing on the inside of this, which you can remove it via the zipper and take completely out, but for support purposes, it's actually probably more recommended to have this entire thing be on the inside of this thing. It does feel a little bit big. Once it's fully clipped in, it feels like I got a little bit more room, and I feel like if it just went pushed down a little bit more, it would feel like it fits a little bit better to my body. Then there is the Sakk itself. Now the Sakk itself, unlike the original Sakk, there's nowhere to clip on carabiner clips that have the strap over it. There is, however, these straps on the top and on the bottom with little hooks that can just simply slide onto the vest to kind of display the weight all over your entire body. So attaching the Sakk is actually pretty simple. You start with the top two hooks in my recommendation. You slide it on whatever level you want to. Now there's a couple ways to adjust the height, which I will touch point on. So you kind of slide it on the top. This kind of gets that. Before pitting on the bottom hooks down here to the sides, you can adjust the height by just simply unloosening this and getting this either low as you want, or by tightening this, you can get this as high as you want. So you put these two side hooks on the bottom, you just hook those in and then tighten it, and then do the exact same thing for this side. So if you do have a camera with you and you do need to make this go higher or lower, the way you do that is just by loosening this strap and then loosening this strap, and then you kind of can have your entire thing go a little bit lower. The alternative is you just hold your camera for a second, pull this up, and then you're kind of a little bit higher up, and then put your camera back on wherever you need to go. Now let's quickly dive into some of the advantages and disadvantages of this compared to an easy rig. Starting off with some of the advantages of a product like this is there is no overhead thing. So if you are someone who is taller, you already know some of the issues of walking through door frames or doing things like that. You're more likely to hit the top of the door frame, or you have to do some weird duck thing to kind of get through the door frame. This allows you just to kind of be a little bit more nimble when you are shooting, being able to kind of go in different places, film things. You can hold the weight bottom right here. You can hold or hug this if you need to try to help with some of that stabilization. You can let it rest. You don't even technically need hands on when you are working on the camera. It pits all the weight and disperses it all over your back. In terms of if you need to take off your vest or you're done for filming, if you want to grab some food, you can just leave this on, or alternatively, if you want, you can unloosen one side, and all you have to simply do is take the hooks off the top on one side, take the hooks off the bottom on one side, and then unclip this, and then you could be basically fully off and have this vest off much easier. Or alternatively, if you need to take keep the vest on and you just need to break for a bit, you can take the Sakk off itself, keep the vest on just to have it on and basically be ready to go when you need to start filming, and it makes it a little bit easier for kind of setup and tear down in comparison to an easy rig. In terms of setting it up and like raising and lowering the height, using something like an easy rig would make more sense because you can simply push it down, pull it up, and then it's going to be going in different places. Something like this being a lot more affordable, you have to unloosen things, push down the Sakk itself to kind of have the different heights, and depending on where you want to film, if you want to be up here or down here, it just takes a little bit more work to make the height of your camera go lower or higher depending on where you want to film. So it just has to adjust a little bit of that, which kind of leads me into my last point in this video. Should you get the OG Sakk or the Sakk Attach? Starting off with getting the OG Sakk itself, honestly, it's just a lot faster to use the original Sakk in terms of pinning it on, taking it off, changing heights. It's a lot more faster. It's easier to lower, it's easier to take off. It has a more lower profile, being just one bag and not this giant vest system kind of going on. Now, should you get the Sakk Attach instead? Well, if you're looking for an easy rig alternative or something that is a lot more affordable, but giving you similar results to an easy rig, is where something like this, the Sakk Attach, makes a little bit more sense. And especially with the original Sakk, like I said in the beginning of the video, you kind of often have to take the weight from one side of your shoulder and then pin it on the other side of the shoulder for longer periods of time. So if you are needing something where the camera is going to be on you for a long period of time, that's where a product like this kind of makes a little bit more sense. Having your camera be right here for a long period of time is where something like this, the Sakk Attach, just makes more sense. Anyways, thanks again to Sakk for sending me over the Sakk Attach to show you guys and check out here on this channel. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. If you guys are interested in seeing how to get the best handheld footage with your camera, well, check out that video right there. YouTube recommends you might like this video right here. Until next one, guys, peace.